guys, so I'm a big Black Mirror fan, and I just finished watching the new season, so I wanted to jump on this ranking train. So right now, I'm gonna rank all 6 episodes of Series 4, starting with number 6, working my way up to number 1. But I'll tell you right off the top, I think every single one of these is at least very good TV. One warning before we jump into this though, I will include spoilers in this review, so if you haven't watched the new episodes yet, you've been warned, go watch them and then come back later. Now though, for my number 6, it's Metalhead. I'm a big fan of David Slade's work and was really looking forward to seeing what he could do with a Black Mirror episode, and he didn't disappoint for me. Metalhead has this edge-of-your-seat horror vibe that really made it stand out from the others in tone and style, and I love the fact that he justifies the use of black and white visuals. Not only does it make the environment even eerier and more threatening than it already comes across, but the color contrast really makes those dogs pop visually and feel more menacing as well. Why did it end up lower on the list, though? 2 reasons. I think it is a taste issue, it's got a dark ending, and I do prefer pieces that let you get into the main player's mind a little more than this one did. And I also caught myself wondering in the end, that was really intense and engrossing, but what did I really get out of it? Next up, I have Black Museum. I really dug the mini segments in this episode and the setting, this idea of a museum with technology that brought out the worst in their users, but overall, I don't think the build worked as well as it could have, but again, the stories within it really accomplish a lot with minimal screen time, especially the one with the couple and the human consciousness transfer scenario, mainly because the whole what would you do factor of that part is just through the roof. But even in that segment, I kind of found that Black Museum was lacking the depth almost all of the other Black Mirror episodes have, both in terms of really coming to know the main characters and also maybe sending a message, making you rethink something, or just experiencing something super powerful that you can then take with you after you've watched the episode. It seemed like it had the pieces to get there, they just didn't really come together for me. Now, at number 4, I've got Crocodile. You might know I am a huge Andrea Riseborough fan, and I am just waiting for the day that she is a more familiar household name, so I'm not surprised that she is a super strong lead in this, along with great supporting work from, and apologies for any pronunciation issues, Kiran Sonia Sawar. I think predictability does become a little bit of an issue with this episode, but still, I was fascinated by that memory machine and how it's factored into the investigation and how it basically carves Riseborough's character's path throughout the episode. Even though I did figure out where it was all going a little too soon for my liking, director John Hillcoat and Riseborough offer up incredible access to that character, and tracking her here is both deeply disturbing and also kind of riveting. My number 3 this season is Jodie Foster's episode, Arkangel. It is a beautifully twisted mother-daughter story. Of all the technology featured in this series of the show, the Arkangel system had my head spinning the most, partially because Foster presents it in a way that makes it feel not so far off from reality, and some tech that actually exists right now, and also because some of the features seemed, well, kind of useful, and I stress the word some there. What brings the idea, though, from cool to something truly profound is the fact that Arkangel is a successful character study, going from when having those capabilities seem like a great advantage to exploring the need and obsession it creates, and also examining the long-term effects of such a thing, and not just from the daughter's perspective, but also from the mother's. It's an episode that offers up a pretty comprehensive coming-of-age story that really embraces the Black Mirror trend of exploring something futuristic and maybe out of this world, but also in a grounded and relatable manner. With these last 2 now, I stressed a good deal about what to name my number 1 and my number 2, so it was a very close call, but I wound up putting USS Callister at number 2. I didn't read anything about these episodes beyond their official 1-sentence synopsis, and of the bunch, I would say that USS Callister is the one that surprised me most. And I'm not just talking about going into it thinking that the entire story was going to take place on this spaceship and just be all about putting a fun spin on a popular franchise like Star Trek. some of the more impressive elements are the twists and turns the narrative takes further into the episode, and especially when it comes to how I was feeling about Jesse Plemons' character, with the episode basically taking him from quiet, undervalued, nice guy to someone who's the sinister, controlling villain. It's a really creative, effective way to address some very relatable, real issues like misconduct at the workplace, the abuse of technology, and I felt like the episode did it in a positive and hopeful way. Now, of course, that makes my favorite episode of Series 4, Hang the DJ. Joe Cole and Georgina Campbell are excellent as the lead characters in this one. Yes, the dating technology is very interesting, especially given how popular those apps are right now, but there is no way this episode would have worked as well had it not been for Cole and Campbell's chemistry, and it is just off the charts here, and it's also enhanced by some great supporting characters and also some very clever production design and story elements that really challenged me to think and try to put the pieces together. The whole episode truly made me believe that they were meant to be together, and then in the end, yeah, they, or their simulations rather, did go through a lot, but they end up in a position that is just so moving and encouraging, and I really appreciated that. So there it is, guys, the Series 4 Black Mirror episodes ranked. Are your rankings similar? Are they drastically different? Hit that comment section below and tell me about it. And before I wrap this up, I'm sending a huge Patreon thank you to Dylan Steiner. Dylan's been so generous, and he's been part of the team for a little while now. So Dylan, really can't thank you enough. It means a lot to me that you're supporting the channel. Thanks to everybody watching right now. Please like and share, and I will see you soon with more TV reviews.